Greetings and welcome to Monster Legends, and another special feeding episode. This time we're going to be feeding a lady we picked up at the second part of the summer breeding event. And as you can see, she's got company. She actually has more company because there's another one cooking there in the breeder. This is Obsidiane. Okay, she has one rope and ruin slot. I wonder if her sisters will end up being better. Well, let's see what she's got, right? Alright, so let's find a place for her. Okay, that's pretty much exactly where I wanted to put her, too. So, that worked out very well. Okay, she's kind of a harpyist there. She's very handy, shall we say. Alright, so let's take a look at her here. Okay, so this is, where is she? Oh, Jupiter's her name! Well, we're probably not going to keep that. That's kind of a guy's name, anyway. Okay, let's see. Obsidiane, right? Okay, she is a legendary. She's light. Okay, what did you just drop? Okay, she just dropped something. Alrighty. Anyway, she's a bit stronger than she is fast, but both of those numbers are pretty good. She seems to be immune to blindness, which can be very useful. And let's take a look at her stuff. Obsidiane was born thousands of years ago inside of a dune in the Middle East. Wait a minute, is the Monster Legends world our world? Or is this another world? That's the first reference I've actually heard. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, from that moment until today, she has made it her job to find evildoers and bury them in sand. Okay, so it traumatized her. She was innocent, they buried her, and so now she's going to bury everybody else. Alrighty. Alright, let's take a look at the skills. Alright, so we got Ancient Slash, which is low physical. Then we got Deity Blast, which is low light. And of course that... when she brought all her friends in there for the special skill, it's Timeless Invocation. Let's take a look at that. It deals very heavy light damage to all enemies, may daze all targets. Okay, good damage, dazing. It's kind of a bit of, okay. She keeps dropping that little jewel. Yeah, I think we need to feed her up a bit. At least we'll get her to level 4, so she won't drop that jewel anymore. Okay. I don't know, she looks a little scared now. She's got this look of fear in her eyes. Maybe it's because she's flying for the first time. Flying for the first time can be a little bit scary. Especially when you only have 2 arms. Because I think she does end up growing 2 more. Maybe that's what's scaring her. Maybe she can feel the arms coming out. Alright, let's kick her up to 7 and start looking at some skills. Because it's all about the skills, right? Dim Shine deals moderate light damage, 50% chance of blinding. Alright, well, she's immune to blinding herself, so it would make sense that she'd blind others. Okay, let's keep going to level 10. Blazing Weakness. All targets become weak to light element. Requires cooldown. Alright, so she's going to be using... I see that they got the effect all messed up there. Yeah. But anyway, that can be very useful. That can be very useful. The question, of course, is can she follow up on it, right? Alright. Make them weak and then make them pay. You know what I mean? Alright. Level 15. Stupefying Punch. Deals moderate special damage, 50% chance of dazing target. You just put it there just because... Not going to keep no 50%. So, she had a similar one that that blinds. She did have a similar one that blinds, right? Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same numbers. Only one dazes and one blinds. They got no cooldown, so I would never keep both of them, you know? But these are 50%, so let's move on. Okay, getting to level 20. Glowing Sting. Deals heavy light damage, may blind. See, that's better. That's like quantumly better. I'm just going to put that one over here. Because I'm not keeping either one of those anyway. But that one I might end up keeping. That's not so bad. That's not so bad. And of course we're going to get to 25 now. And her final form, after we look at Inner Strength. Deals moderate special damage, gains damage boost, gains precision. Okay, that's good. That's a self-buff, but it's also an attack, which is quite useful. So why don't we throw that over here? Oh, I don't know about that one at the moment. So why don't we throw it there? We'll throw it there. I mean, it's an attack. It's a pretty good attack. It's nearly heavy damage there, according to the gauge. But it'll also boost her, which is kind of useful. Okay, and there she is, her final phase. She's not scared anymore. She's coming after you. And she's got 4 hands and 20 claws to do it with, right? Oh, am I miscounting? Yes, she seems to have 4 fingers. Okay, 16 claws. 16 claws. Alright, so let's go to level 30 and more skills. Severe Sunburn. Deals low light damage to all enemies. May apply damage reduction. Blinding would have been better. You know, blinding would have been better. Unless, of course, it was a 100% damage reduction, in which case, yeah, I'll take that. Alright, well, I'm going to put that in the first spot for now, but I'm really hoping we get something like that with blindness. I wouldn't mind the low light damage if it was doing something a little bit better than just damage reduction. Yeah, just... Unless it's 100%, don't really like it very much. But let's see what else she's got here. Level 35. Power Within. May gain double damage, may gain precision, may gain haste. Okay, here's the question here. Now it says 1 ally. That's probably self-only. If you could put that on somebody else, it wouldn't be too bad. So what do I do here? Do I take this one out? She doesn't have an attack that justifies the weakness thing yet. Alright, so I'm going to put it in for Inner Strength. I really liked having the attack there with the buff, though, you know? Alright, so let's go to level 40. You never know. There might be some kind of a skill coming up that makes it all clear. Maybe it's Cleansing Glow. Okay, deals heavy light damage, removes all negative status effects from itself. This one here, they're similar. They're similar. Similar damage, similar accuracy, nearly the same requirements, except the one that cleanses effects from itself is a 2-round cooldown. You know, I can't take it because the thing about it is that it's a 2-round cool. It's the same attack otherwise. It doesn't do anything. If it dazed, if it was like the match for this one and did the daze, I could see that. I mean, removing negative status effects, that's situational, you know? I like to have something that can really help all the time. And I'm afraid I might just put it in for this. I'm going to say no for now. I'm going to say no for now. I'm going to hold on to that one because I'm really hoping something comes up that would let me use that one, but my patience is running out. Inner Strength. No, no, no. You know, the thing about it is, chances are I'm not keeping her because I have 2 others and it's very likely that they're going to have more than 1 unlock ruin slot. So it's not really critical that I get this completely right, but I do want to test the skills. Okay, what? Sightless Revolt. Okay, that's good. That's what I was looking for. Deals low light damage to all enemies, may blind all targets. Same damage, same accuracy, but it does something a lot better. Do I want both of them? This one here, if I apply this, will mean they will take more damage from light. But you know, I have a double damage already. I have a double damage already. So, I mean, that does that already. So I'm going to put that in for this. I just don't see a reason to keep that one now. If she's got her own double damage buff, I don't see a reason to keep that. Now, I would prefer that one be on the front, but like I said, I can always take care of that later. So, I would be shocked if there's anything else. Level 55. Inner Strength, we've seen that. And level 60. Inner Strength. Alright, so it's a little hard to classify her, frankly. It's a little hard. Let's take a quick look here. She does end up stronger than she is speedy. A little lacking there on the life. She's under 10,000, which means she's a little bit squishy. She's a little bit squishy. She doesn't really... I'm a little having trouble classifying her. She's not really a damage dealer. She's not really support. I guess you could say she's kind of support. All right, let's look at the skills and see if we can put this together. Okay, we have this one. These are the ones that I selected. Sightless Revolt. Sightless Revolt. Okay, deals low light damage to all enemies, may blind all targets. Oh, I selected the fourth one. So why don't we just talk about that one first and we'll go to the other ones. It's probably your best skill. But it is low damage. I mean, it is low damage. So this would kind of be a support type of thing. It's not as much control or anything. It's making them hard to hit. They can't hit you very much. So that's a good skill. That's a good skill. Then we have the one which I have in the first spot, Severe Sunburn. Now this is low light damage to all enemies, may apply damage reduction. Now, it's pretty much the same as the first one that we just saw. So the difference is the first one, which I'm going to reverse the locations by the way, makes them blind. This one does damage reduction. You know, it's okay, I suppose. I think dazing probably would have been better because she was already doing that, you know. I think a daze would have probably been a better situation with that. But they're two low damage attacks, you know. So we're going to get to that in a minute. All right, now we got this one, which is really the only one that I kept that was a heavy attack. Okay, this is Glowing Sting, deals heavy light damage, may blind target, and has a 1-round cooldown. That's a good hit. That's our only really big hit of the ones I kept. There was another one that was very similar, just that I didn't see a reason to keep it because it was a 2-round cooldown. I think it did damage reduction. I don't remember. I know it didn't do the dazing. I just couldn't see a reason to keep it. Let's just check. Let's make sure we know what I'm talking about here. This is, oh, it removed all negative effects. It removed all negative effects. I don't know about that. Don't know about that. This is her, of the ones I kept, this is her only heavy light hit. Then we have this. Now, Power Within may gain double damage, may gain precision, may gain haste, requires cooldown. 4-round cooldown. Very nice buff. The question I have is this a self-only buff? It doesn't necessarily, even though it says one ally, sometimes it'll just give you the option to use it on yourself. You really have to test that. See, the thing about it is, if it's self-only, then I don't understand this character. You would normally only have something like this on a damage dealer. Clearly, she's not a damage dealer. And also, her strength is higher than her speed, although just a little bit. That's something you usually see on somebody who does damage. So I'm a little confused what her role is. She's not a true damage dealer, although she does do some support stuff. If she can put that buff on somebody else, then I'll call her support. If it's self-only, I'm a little confused. There was that other skill she had that made the enemy susceptible to light damage, but she really can't take advantage of that. If one of those attacks had been moderate, I could buy it then, but I don't really know what her role is. So we're going to have to test her and see. I'll probably test with this one, even though I will raise the other ones up. But I mean, if the other ones, one of the two others is going to have more open ruin slots. Maybe all three. So we'll see what happens to Jupiter in the end. Anyway, this is Obsidiane, and she's a legendary, she's light, she's interesting. I want to see her in operation to see how mostly that buff skill works. If it's self-only, I don't understand this character. If you can apply it to somebody else, then she's more of a support person. It just doesn't make sense that she'd be applying it to herself. I don't understand this character. So we're going to have to test with it and see how it functions in actual combat. So anyway, thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games because games are fun. See ya!